Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey guys and gals, boys and girls, this is your boy HeyMarcel 75 coming to you live. Now here's what I want you to do before we continue. I want you to like, comment, and subscribe so you can stay notified every time we do videos like this or go live. Now what we have here, we are in the new 1.14 Snapshot for Minecraft. And I'm doing this video because, you know, I've been checking out, you know, the updates and all of that stuff and the snapshots, and come to find out that the villagers have like all types of new mechanics. So, you know, I was watching Il Mango, checking his Twitter and stuff like that, and he said, you know, they really messed up the iron farms, and, you know, he was talking about how, they, really messed them, which they really did, man. I mean, it makes iron farms are like, you know, the doors are obsolete now, and it's just bad. But the reason I came up with this is because he said there's no way you can make a village, I mean, an iron farm that will actually spawn more than 500 an hour. And, you know, this was my second farm that I made. I did not put, I have the same amount of villagers as I do in the farm that where you see those lights are going. But this one does exactly what the title says. We do about 1,000 iron an hour. So I wanted to share that with you guys. If I'm pretty sure it would have did more if I put more villagers in there. Right now we have a total of 350 villagers, and this is the same amount that I seen Doc input in his, but they had them in cells. So let me talk to you about that a little bit. So what they did was they had cells just like this, right? So you had a cell here, and then, you know, they had a cell just like that. So they were checkerboard, you know, just like this. So you have villagers in there, villagers in there, right? So, and they would put 20 villagers in there each, and they made 18 cells, which gives you 360 villagers. I have 350 in there. I counted them myself and put them in. So, and one thing they were talking about too, that is when you had the glass up, it blocks them from talking. So when they had the extra cells around them, the villagers could not communicate because there was dividers in between them, you know, just like this. So there would be this one here, and they couldn't talk to those guys in that glass, so they were stuck talking to themselves. I mean, he made a really good point that logically, you know, it should move faster. And they got up to about 500 an hour based on performance, and this is the same exact thing based on performance. You know, this one does about 1,000 an hour. You do have lag, and that's why you see, you know, with all the villagers in here, you're gonna get, you know, tons of lag, and that's why you see the Iron Golems are like dying kind of slow. You can see it yourself. Also, if you just look at the mine carts, they're skipping, you know, if you see there. So, with that being said, you know, I figured that having them in individual cells, you know, I didn't think that was the way you should go about doing an iron farm. So I came up with this solution here. I made a long platform in the middle, and we just dropped them in there so they can move around, get by each other and walk around, pretty much mimicking, you know, how they move around and walk around in the village. I am not that very good on mechanics when it comes to that stuff and the technical stuff. You know, I don't look into the data and all of that stuff. You know, I just try to build something and see if it works better than the last thing. Like I was saying, you know, I don't look into like the mechanics of the stuff and the data and all of that stuff. I really don't even know how to do that type of stuff. But, you know, like I said, I try to build, you know, I build different styles of farms and see which works best. And then, you know, that's how I get my input. And also by watching other videos. So I just want to put this out there that, you know, this farm is faster. I did build another farm. I didn't even start it up yet. We'll go, it's right over there, as you can see. This one is actually half the size of that one. I'm going to show it to you guys. I don't even have the villagers in here. But I did test it out. This one also pulls in 1,000 an hour. But it was really, really laggy because I had a smaller space. So what I did was I did the same exact thing and just built it up and made it bigger. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to add, you know, some more villagers in there, just 100 more, and see what happens and see if the spawn rates go up. But right now I put it on the sign. So this thing, the length of this thing here is 48 by 6. So 6 that way, 48 in length. 6 wide. We have 350 villagers, 62 by 29 platform, and I am also going to try something else because I do have enough space to bring this platform here. I actually have enough space here, so boom, there's one down there, so I can bring this down one. The golems are still fit. I'm gonna go that way because they're pretty loud. And then if I bring this down one, then that would put, this would be 3 high. And this would be just right above that. And I'm pretty sure we can get golems to spawn on the 3rd platform. So, which would make it stackable by 3. There's no difference. These actually spawn on both platforms, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I can get it to spawn on a 3rd one. So I'm going to give that a whirl and see what happens. And, you know, if I get some really good results, I will, you know, put another video out about this iron farm. As far as I know, the villagers only spawn golems out 8 blocks. So this is good. These are 8, you know, 8 wide on that side, 8 wide. You know, you can tell by how far the water flows. You know, and we just made it long as that. So I am going to put some more villagers in here and try that out. Try a 3rd platform. I know it's a pretty big farm, and my advice is, you know, you build up a couple of breeders because, like I said, this is over 60 blocks long. And I also did that on purpose because you would just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you can put a breeder here and make the breeder and have it send villagers into it. And the cool thing is you can actually build another breeder right on the opposite side because of the length of it. And this is why I designed it that long. So you can actually come out 10 blocks here, and these would put this would put this the breeders 82 blocks away, and that would make it be able to breed on both sides. And you can just do like a water flow to push the villagers in. You don't have to worry about it, and you can use an on and off switch to turn the village breeders on and off, and you'll be good to go, man. You'll have that thing filled up in no time. You just AFK overnight, I'm pretty sure to fill it up immediately. So there's not really pretty much any more to say about that. Let's check the stats. So the video is about 10 minutes long, 15 minutes long, and you guys can see that this thing is coming in really, really quick, man. The iron is flowing. We have a continuous flow of iron. coming in, which is pretty great. There's at one point, you know, I just wanted to tell you guys this. At one point, there was 12 golems in the bottom there. At one point, there is a cooldown period where these things actually will pause for a second, and you know, you won't see anything spawn for about a good 15 to 30 seconds the most. But other than that, it's a constant flow of golems. And look, I mentioned it and now it's happening. We have nada on any of the platforms. One thing I was trying to figure out is if the closer you are, the faster they'll spawn. I don't know if that's true or not. One thing I did test and find out is the fact that, to me, and I don't know if it's true, I gotta test it out and find out if it's faster when there's no water. I actually tried doing a shifting floor platform, but the golems are too big to go through the platform, and it was pretty cool because when I did it and I put the golems in the middle of the shifting floor platform, I only made it 2 floors, but when I put them in the middle, I had like 100 villagers in the middle. And I kid you not, on each floor, you know, I had, see, there it goes, the cooldown is over. So that's like the shortest amount of time that you'll see no golem spawn. And that's pretty much it. But like I was saying about the shifting floor, it didn't work, and I had left it for a while. And pretty much like a good 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, you know. And I came back and I looked at it, and there was literally... on the first 2 platforms on the bottom floor, there was 2 platforms, one to the left, one to the right. There was probably about 50 golems just stacked up there, and then on the top there was like another 30, 40, 50. You know, there was a lot of them, and I did a command to erase the entire farm and just let them fall straight down into the magma pit that was below. But there was tons of them. And you see here where we got 3, 6, there's 8. There goes number 9 falling in. So yeah, man, I mean, you see it like this. It's just the outpour of it. It's continuous. I'm pretty sure. One of the cool things about this is, you know, you can build it in your spawn chunks. You don't have to. This thing just keeps going no matter what. So that's the cool thing. You don't have to be around it. From the testing, I was in a different area. I came back. There was a ton of iron in there. So that was pretty cool. And it looks like we got a cooldown spot. There was one thing I was trying to figure out, and I built this 20 blocks higher than the one that you seen on the other side. And the reason I did that is because, you know, from the video, Doc M's video, he said, yeah, this is a cooldown period. He said that, you know, they search 8 blocks in all directions. To every minute they search 8 blocks in every direction to see if the golem is still around that they spawned in. So I thought that it would be faster, you know, to have them fall, you know, a good distance from the platforms to the ground, because when they go to check, they wouldn't be there anymore. But you know, that doesn't seem to be the case. I don't know. It depends, you know. One of the things I realized that it depends on you know, when that minute is, because with freaking 350 villagers in there, they're probably checking every there's probably one checking every, there's probably like a they're probably checking about every 5 seconds, you know what I mean? You know, so with that many villagers in there. The only downside to this is, I mean, it's a cool farm. The downside is the simple fact that you know, I don't see how I can make it faster at this juncture. But like I said, I'm gonna try and put a 3rd platform, and I'm hoping that works. So, you know, we at this height here, and if I put the bottom floor, we got 1, 2, 3. I can put the bottom floor there, and that would be enough space for them to still spawn in. But I don't know if they'll put golems above their heads, so I'm gonna check that out. I mean, 1,000 iron an hour when you could have did something like Tango Tech, you know. I mean, I have in my village in 1.13, I have his Iron Titan there, which does like I don't know, it just does in the thousands. You know, it spawns way more than that. You know, or you can do TDL's Iron Farm, which just does a ridiculous amount, like more iron than a server with 100 people on it could ever use. You know, so I mean, this is great for people like me who play by themselves, single players who like to build worlds and, you know, venture around and stuff like that. This is pretty cool. I mean, it makes it easier to build, but me particularly, I kind of like the challenge of, you know, trying to get the villagers in there and doing my thing. I mean, you know, putting the doors up and, you know, having to go through the work to, you know, achieve something, you know, the sense of achievement. That's just my opinion. I don't mind doing it like this. I am going to find a faster way, and I think I actually have a way to make this stackable. So I'm gonna get to that, and you guys leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the farm. Would you build it? And trust me when I tell you, you're gonna see another video from me, because I just, you know, came up with an idea in my head while I'm speaking to you guys how to make this farm stackable, because it doesn't apply to the rules like the doors where they have to be a certain distance from each other. So I think I found it out, and we are going to try that now, and I should have that video up, I promise you, by tomorrow afternoon or evening. So I just want to thank you guys for stopping by. I really appreciate it. This is HeyMarcel. You guys have a great morning, afternoon, or evening. See you later.